Let's go to Lee in Washington. Lee.
Booyah, Jim.
Booyah.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm having a good day. How about you, partner?
Well, it's not raining out here in Olympia, Washington, so I'm happy.
I had not even known that weather report. I get on that. I have to tell my
All
staff.
right.
Okay.
Hey, what are your thoughts on Bngo?
Yeah, Bingo. And bad stock is my name-o. There's not much there. And you know what? It's a good spec. Genomics. I actually like CRISPR. I do. I'm not against the genomics. I like CRISPR. All right, let's
3.04%. We closed at $3.73 US, and the market cap is just above $1 billion US. But something caught my attention, guys. We have two news, most recent news, okay, most recent article or press release. The first one is from Insider Monkey. The title says, Jim Cramer is bearish on these 10 stocks. Of course, Bionano Genomics included. And the second one is from 9 hours ago from Globe News Wire. The title says, Bionano Genomics announces publication of study evaluating optical genome mapping for high throughput characterization. I'm still going to go deep into it. So one is talking about scientists, how they are praising Sapphire device. The other one is talking about Jim Cramer, the host, the CNBC Mad Money Host, bearish on Bngo, even though he has no idea. So these two news are the things that we are going to be talking about in this video right after, of course, the intro. I mean, are you going to listen to scientists and invest wisely? Of course, this is not financial advice. Or are you going to listen to genius Jim Cramer and sell or short Bngo? Let's take a look at these two news right after the intro. What up, investors? It's your way, Dayo. Welcome to Frunkla Investment, where we talk about Bngo from Monday to Sunday. Even if it's my birthday, I still talk about Bionano Genomics. To receive daily updates about your investment in this amazing company, Bionano Genomics, click on the subscription button to become a member of this family. Join the likes of Mr. Rishipi, our Chief Business Officer, that says he enjoys my YouTube video and my enthusiasm for Bionano Genomics, and he thanks me and he hopes that I keep up the great work. Click on the like button and the subscription button, become a member of this family. Let's get to it. So this is the one from Jim Cramer. The title says, Jim Cramer is bearish on these 10 stocks. Of course, Bionano Genomics is included, okay? Of course, Jim Cramer is super bullish on Apple, Amazon, Google, JP Morgan, on CRM, Salesforce, Nvidia, and so on, all these powerful technology stocks, okay? And if you go down a little bit, you can see these are the stocks that Jim Cramer is super bearish on. We have the Vazact, or what is the name? We have TradeUp, and then we have Bionano Genomics, okay? And according to Jim Cramer, he said Bngo price could cut at by half when it was trading around $5 that it could cut. That means it could go to $2.5 and nobody would care. That Bionano Genomics is more or less a speculative stock, okay? That is the argument of Jim Cramer. He doesn't really know anything about the technology behind Bionano Genomics, and of course he is supporting CRISPR, perhaps because ARK Invest is super bullish CRISPR, and because ARK Invest is not invested in Bionano Genomics. I believe that is why Jim Cramer, of course, is super bearish Bngo and supporting CRISPR, even though CRISPR is into gene editing and Bngo is into optical genome mapping, structural variation detection in genomes, okay? Now, these are the list of other stocks that Jim Cramer is bearish about. Now, enough of genius Jim Cramer. Let's take a look at what scientists that are using the Sapphire device to check if it is in 100% concordance with old school or outdated method like karyotyping. Let's see what they have to say about the breaking news that just dropped today, the press release that dropped today from Bionano Genomics. Of course, it is not really a new news. Okay, let's take a look at that. Alright guys, so this is the title right here. It says Bionano Genomics announces publication of study evaluating optical genome mapping for high throughput characterization of cytogenomic heterogeneity in MDS. If you go down a little bit, for those of you that are wondering what the meaning of MDS is, MDS means myelodysplastic syndromes, okay? Myelodysplastic syndrome. And these are an often unrecognized, undiagnosed, rare group of bone marrow failure disorders where the body no longer makes enough healthy, normal blood cells in the bone marrow. Okay, the disease is also known as a form of blood cancer. So, not to waste your time, what researchers did is they simply analyzed about 76 subjects, okay, by authors at the University of Texas, MD Anderson Cancer Center, MD Anderson, okay, including Dr. blah blah blah. And what they did is they compared Bionano Genomics, okay, to all these old school methods such as karyotyping, CMA, and FISH. And then, of course, Bionano Genomics is in 100% concordance with, karyotyping. For example, in this study, 76 subjects were selected for analysis by OGM using fresh and frozen bone marrow. Okay, of course, I already explained what that is. Compared to karyotyping, OGM results were 100% concordant. So that is more or less what they are still doing. These studies are still going on, trying to compare OGM with old school method like karyotyping, so that we can finally replace all these methods, from the laboratory. We can finally sell more Sapphire devices, because Sapphire device is faster, cheaper, and of course less labor intense in comparison with all these old school methods. Just imagine Bionano Genomics Sapphire device is able to detect some, social variation within 2.5 days, for example. Meanwhile, it's going to take you like 5 days if you are using all this old school method. That is one of the examples out there. So, OGM is able, to do what karyotyping. This is more or less what the news is about. Of course, OGM is also able to detect some structural actionable, genes, some structural variations that, all these old school method are of course unable to detect. So the question is, are you going to keep listening to, the likes of Jim Cramer, or are you going to listen to what scientists are saying? We are just at the beginning of this, guys. I mean, right now, Bngo, in my opinion, until last year, Bionano Genomics was more or less still working on, their device. And last year, after they increased the throughput of the Sapphire device, just last year, November, August, September, October, towards the end of last year, that is when they increased the the throughput of the Sapphire devices. That is of course when the stock price went crazy, towards Christmas last year. Until date, we are no more penny stock. Okay, even though the market was selling off heavily, at least we found a bottom around $3. So are you going to listen to what scientists are saying, about what is coming? Because these guys are the ones that are going to be using the device, not Jim Cramer. Okay, or are you going to keep listening to Jim Cramer? That is of course what this video is all about. I hope you guys find something useful in this video. Okay, I'm going to leave a comment, I'm going to leave a link below from this article, so that if you want to read it, should in case you missed the news, or if you want to go deeper into it. I already went through everything, but I just want to summarize it to you guys. And of course, the CEO of Bngo, this is what he has to say. He said, the work by this team illustrates the utility of OGM in a complex disorder that requires comprehensive SV analysis for proper management. He continues, he said, as an alternative to traditional methods like karyotyping, studies have shown that OGM is higher resolution, faster, and reveals more variants than traditional methods alone. Each of these attributes is illustrated elegantly in this work, and we congratulate DRS Kanagal, Shanama, and colleagues on this publication, blah blah blah. So I mean, that is all I want to share with you guys in this video. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. I remain your boy Dayo. This is Frunkla. Ciao ciao.